Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Prospects Live at the MLB Draft Combine. And I'm joined by a very special guest, MJ Sweeney. How are you doing today, man?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for having me on today.
Absolutely, man. This is a thrill. First of all, JUCO guy. That was the main thing. I knew of you a little bit before this, but I saw JUCO guy, and I was like, I want all the JUCO guys this week. I want to interview all of them. I was a former JUCO guy. Before we get into your backstory, what does being a JUCO baseball player mean to you?
It's something that I feel like a lot of people who don't understand, they don't really quite get how it is. Just going out there, and it's a grind every day. Like we don't have, or at least at my JUCO, we didn't have any locker rooms. Everyone had to change in the parking lot and stuff,
Yeah.
and so it's definitely a grind, but you meet some of your best friends there, and friends for life, and it was one of the greatest decisions of my life.
That's so awesome to hear. I always say in JUCO you have to go pick up your home run ball after you hit it. It doesn't matter if it was a winning home run or a walk off or whatnot, but you got to go get that ball because that costs $5. So just to give our viewers a brief background on you, kind of explain your baseball story growing up. Where did you play growing up? Were you on the travel ball circuit, and then your college journey so far?
Yeah, so growing up, as a young kid from like 6 to 8 years old, I played with a few different organizations until my dad he took over, and he started a team called the San Diego Saints,
Okay.
and it was a Catholic-based organization where we would have devotions and pray before each game and stuff. But I did that from when I was, I think, 8U all the way to 14U.
Yeah.
And then once I got to high school, my dad let me go and said, it's your time to hear another person's voice, and you don't want to hear the same voice your whole life. So I was like, okay. And then, after that, I went to St. Augustine High School,
Mm-hmm.
where there's another prospect here, Grayson Bowles.
Mm-hmm.
And I loved it there. Had a great time. And then out of there, I went to University of Texas. And things didn't really work out for me there, so I ended up at junior college at Grossmont, and now I'm heading to Wichita State next year.
How was the decision to go to Wichita State? What kind of drew you to that program?
It was really the coaches. The coaches stick out to me as the most important thing, and like Coach Green and Coach Rita and Coach D, they were huge, and just by showing me around, and I felt like I could trust them almost like my own dad,
Yeah.
and so that's part of the reason why I committed there.
Absolutely. So speaking of your dad, Mike Sweeney, a five-time All-Star, kind of Royals legend. How was it kind of growing up around Major League Baseball, and how do you think that influenced you heading into today?
Yeah, I think growing up as a kid, my dad showing me around the locker rooms and hitting on the field and throwing me BP and stuff has helped me tremendously. And I certainly would not be here without my dad and my grandparents, both my grandpas who both played professional baseball. And yeah,
It runs in the family.
yeah, exactly.
That's really cool, man. So right now you've been playing in the Northwoods League. You've been a summer ball guy the last 3 years now. What makes summer ball so magical? What's the difference between kind of school ball? Do you have a preference, first of all? Some guys prefer summer, some guys prefer school. Kind of walk me through your summer ball journey and how much you've enjoyed those experiences.
Yeah, so I've really enjoyed summer ball. My going into my freshman year for college, I played in Wenatchee, Washington. I played for the Wenatchee Apple Sox, and then last year I played for the Duluth Huskies, and this year I'm playing for the Madison Mallards. But I love summer ball so much just because you get to play every single day, and whether you have a good day or a bad day, it's a reset, and go get them the next day.
Have you ever been the beer batter?
I have been the beer batter.
Have you struck out as the beer batter?
One time I went 0 for 5 with 4 strikeouts.
The fans must have been all over.
Oh, they were loving it. They were loving it. Yeah.
Is there a little bit part of you though that you're like, at least I made someone happy today, even if I didn't have success as the beer batter?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like most of the time when I'm the beer batter, I make an effort not to strike out, and I usually don't. But that was just one day in particular. I was not seeing the ball well at all, and just I couldn't tell you what was going on in the box.
It happens to everyone, man. The beer batter's always funny when I'm
Yeah.
out watching games. I feel bad for that kid because it's an approach change,
Right.
right? You don't want to strike out. You're just hoping for singles at that point. So you're a multi-sport guy in high school, right? What sports did you play, and do you think that helped you in your baseball journey?
Certainly. I played a little bit of football in high school. I played on the offensive line, defensive line, and I was a little bit of a kicker as well. And
No way.
yeah, no, I think that definitely helped me as far as my versatility, and also just getting stronger and stuff. It's really, really fun.
Yeah. Back when I played, we had a first baseman who was a former offensive lineman. And he could steal bases like no one's business because he had the best feet of anyone. The quickest feet, never could get picked off. So I always think of like those O linemen, former O linemen. You got to watch out for them on the base paths. They got quick feet.
Right, exactly.
So this is your first day here, right? So you've hit BP, you've run through some infield drills and such. Kind of what's the experience been so far for you? You know, only 3 hours into this whole draft combine, and what are you looking forward to the most this week in Arizona?
Yeah, I mean, well, the big thing I was really looking forward to this week was, even though I was coming to Arizona, my dad and my brother were also coming to Arizona as well because they have a baseball tournament. So getting the chance to see them last night was it was like the first time I saw them in about a month. So that was pretty special. But being out here, just
right
like,
here.
yeah, just seeing the field and stuff is pretty magical. I've never been here at this stadium. But as far as everything that they're doing for us, as far as the hotel and the food, and it's all they're all doing a really good job. And thank you to MLB for that.
It's a really special place and special experience. So I have a question for you here. First of all, what are you planning on majoring in at Wichita State?
I'm majoring in sports management.
Okay. So if baseball did not exist, purely hypothetical, obviously we would both probably be out of jobs if baseball didn't exist. What do you think you would do with your life if baseball didn't exist?
I honestly don't even know, to be honest.
Me too.
I mean, maybe like a professional kickball player or something. I like kickball growing up as
Is
a
there
kid.
professional kickball?
I don't know. I'll make one up.
That's funny. We'll move into some more rapid fire questions here. So we'll call it kind of this or that. So first of all, mountains or beaches?
Oh, beaches for sure. I live in San Diego.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
easy.
Yep. Who is the GOAT baseball player?
The GOAT baseball player has got to be George Brett.
Is that Royals bias shining through?
Yes, sir.
Yes, it is. Cats or dogs?
Dogs for sure.
I don't think anyone's going to say cats this
No.
week. I don't
No,
feel- I
not
don't
at
feel like
all.
baseball players are cat guys. Pineapple on pizza, yes or no?
Yeah, I can certainly stand it. I don't hate it, but I don't love it.
Somewhere in the middle. Okay, no strong opinions. That's the one where most people have really strong opinions,
Yeah.
and it's like a fight.
No, I'm pretty neutral on that.
Okay. Favorite baseball video game?
I don't play video games, but growing up as a kid, I used to play the Bigs 2. My dad was in it, so
Yeah.
on the Wii, and so that was pretty fun.
Wii baseball video games were kind of peak childhood. For
Yes,
sure.
yes, that was the greatest time.
What was your walk-up song last year? And do we have any thoughts? Like, do you care about your walk-up song, first of all?
I do care about my walk-up song. When I choose a walk-up song, I want it to be something that I like, but something that the crowd's also gonna like. And so this year in summer ball and junior college, we don't have walk-up songs, but last year in Duluth, I had Suavemente,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it got me going, but also got the crowd going as well.
Do you have any early thoughts on what maybe a future walk-up song might be? Like, are you a playlist guy? Like, do you have options? Do you have
Oh
anything you've been
yes,
listening to lately?
yeah. I have like a big playlist with probably about 100 songs
I
of
think
just
every
walk-up
baseball
songs.
player
Yeah,
does.
it can be. Yeah, it's whatever.
Yeah. Okay, this is a question I'm going to ask everyone this week. What is the best French fry?
In and out, but you have to get them extra crispy.
Okay, I was
And
gonna say
extra
that
salt.
might be a hot take, but I can get behind that. I'm one of the few who likes. It doesn't feel like that many people like In-N-Out fries. I don't know if you've heard that, but
Right.
that's where I am. Okay, so kind of moving into the last portion of this interview, I want to talk about the mental game of baseball because it is what everyone says 90% mental or whatnot. What kind of mental skills have you developed over the years, and what has kind of been your mental approach to baseball to make it through such a tough sport where failure is almost expected?
Yeah, I think the one big thing is approaching the box. If you can focus on things that you can control, getting a barrel on the ball, hitting the ball hard, that's all that matters. And for me, like when I'm in a game, that's all that matters for me. Because after I hit it, I can't control what the defense does with the ball. But if I can hit the ball hard, I call it a win each time.
Control the controllables. I love that. I love that so much. Thank you so much for spending a little bit of time with us here. I can't wait to see kind of what you do the rest of the week and throughout your career. And we'll be rooting for you, man. Thanks for coming
Alrighty.
on.
Thank you, Nate. I appreciate it.
All right.